We've got some clips to look at of Tim Walz, who is having quite the blow up as of recent, where the Democratic Party is fully rallying and uniting behind him. I mean, his favorability is plus 11 right now, which is not only more than Kamala, but more than Trump and Vance's, whose are both negative. And he's proven to be a very adept orator of the Democratic message this election and bringing a sense of true progressivism to the ticket that I think especially younger voters has been looking for. So let's look at a couple of the different things he's had to say as of recent.
First of all, it was up to him. I wouldn't have a family because of IVF and the things that we need to do reproductive. My kids were born through that that way. And also I make sure that I'm the guys and our folks are investing in prenatal care. We're the ones that are there for universal pre-K. We're the ones that are providing school meals at this. I'm not going to back down one bit on this whole family values thing and it's us. That construct that he's putting out there is absolutely untrue. We're making it more affordable to have children by having paid family and medical leave so that you can go home when your kids are sick and take care of them. Or if you're a dad, I don't have to go right back to work 5 days later after my wife had a C-section because our insurance wouldn't pay for it. We're boosting those things up. There's nothing pro-family other than having women be incubators for their vision of this. And I don't know. Once again, it's weird. I don't want J.D. Vance talking about my family. I certainly don't want him talking about my daughter or my wife. It's none of his damn business. But I said the one thing is we need to talk about how we've invested in families. We have the most generous child tax credit, and it's what Vice President Harris is proposing for the country.
This is wonderfully articulated and is the exact message I think Harris and Walz should stick to this election against Trump and Vance. The Republican Party parades around as if they're pro-family, but to them that just means forcing women to have babies even at the cost of their own life without making it any easier or more affordable to do so. We've covered on the channel how Republican star, for instance, MAGA star Sarah Huckabee Sanders refused to extend the insurance covered postpartum care for 12 months, leaving mothers who are uninsured or even insured ones at loss. They're going to have to fund their own care after just a couple months. 12 states don't have paid family leave for parents, whether it be mothers or even fathers, who I think should also be included in these things. And 10 of those states are Republican states. Donald Trump passed the child tax credit during his administration, but it was only for wealthy families who were eligible to receive it. Over 40 million middle and low income families couldn't qualify due to their income, while Biden and Harris removed income threshold from the question and then raised it to $3,000, $3,600 under 6, and Republicans have blocked it every year since Republicans let it expire in the first place. That child tax credit cut child poverty nearly in half. Tim Walz passed universal pre-K, universal preschool. Him and other Democratic governors have passed free school breakfast and lunch. The Republican Party does none of this. They refuse to. They call it a waste of taxpayer dollars to make sure that kids are getting fed at schools. They think it's a waste of taxpayer dollars to fund air conditionings in schools as well. The Republican Party has zero pro-family policies. It's all pro-corporation, while the Democrats work for the working class.
And this thing of playing dumb while he sits on the planes with these billionaires and says I don't know anything about Project 2025. I just fly on the planes with them. You know what it's going to do? One of the goals of that, plain and simple, and they know this has been going on forever. Get rid of labor unions and get rid of the voices that we bring. They can do whatever the hell they want then.
And we've already shown on the channel how almost every Project 2025 author was either in Trump's first administration, is an advisor to him now, or is lined up for appointment if Trump is to win. So without getting too deep into that, Walz is also exactly correct here. Trump already has a super anti-labor record, especially as president, from his union-busting NLRB appointments to targeting workers' freedoms to negotiate, restricting unions' ability to advocate for their workers. The list goes on and on. I could sit here and do a whole segment on just his union busting activity. Maybe that'll be coming in the future, but Project 2025 only stands to take that a step further. And the benefit that unions bore out to workers is shown in the data clearly. Higher wages, better bargaining rights, reduced inequality at work, better healthcare and benefits, more economic growth in the states that are more union dense. Republicans object to these only because, again, they are the party of the owner, the party of the corporation.
All the things that make me mad about those other guys and all the things they do wrong, the one thing that I will not forgive them for is they try to steal the joy from this country. They try and steal the joy. But you know what? You know what? Our next president brings the joy. She emanates the joy.
And this is a fact, admittedly with Biden as well. But with Biden and Trump in the race, it was kind of a boring, dull sense of gloom. Like, we can do better than this, as neither candidate brought much excitement to their own party. They're just two old men we've seen before going at it again. I said at the precipice of my channel that the party who first gave up their old man would probably be the one to win. And that's why we've seen a jolt of energy on the Democratic side since Kamala stepped into the race. She brings hope and optimism where before her there was none. She has so much joy that Republicans try to attack her for her laugh or her smile, you know, when they're not attacking her gender or her race. But she just keeps on going despite this, laughing and smiling her way through it, because like most of their attempts in this election, their blows just aren't landing the way that they want them to. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together. Peace.